You have the United States government that is spying on us. They expand the police state. You have Biden that is using taxpayer money and making a program to propagandize us. Not only that, they are planning to meet up and have White House briefing with TikTokers. They already was caught having briefings with very influential uh social media people. So with this upcoming election, we are going to be prepared to go to war with these people pushing for war criminals. Um, like you have people like like way bigger platforms than us, like people like Hassan who was endorsing Gavin Newsom, right? Vosh and the Booty Left, they all going to support Joe Biden, even though he expanded on all of Trump's worst policies, expanded the border industrial complex. He's plunging us to nuclear war. He has been a horrific president. But what's so amazing about this video here is this is one of the groups that's going to be part of this propaganda push by the Biden administration. And you had Elon Musk that put notes on this video because these people are funded by the Democratic Party to the tunes of hundreds of thousands of dollars. So as they call Russia and China insane propagandized countries, you have our government and our major political parties that is funding these propaganda campaigns that is spreading on TikTok. And I must say, it's extremely cringe.
What the Republican Party doesn't understand about Gen Z is we don't like you. You claim you want to appeal to Gen Z, but you call us stupid, you say we're dumb, you say we're indoctrinated. I promise it's a losing strategy. And Gen Z is watching the Republican Party extremely closely as they destroy our environment, take rights away from women, do nothing about kids being shot in schools. And if they think they can give the middle finger to our generation and get away with it, they're sorely mistaken. What the Republican...
Why are you flexing at the end? For one, everything they accuse Republicans of doing, I mean, the exact same thing that's happening with Biden and the Democratic Party. They're talking about climate. Who approved the Willow Project? Who's spending fracking programs? Who's spending the DHS and the police budgets? Who's spending the military budget? We're the largest polluter in the world. So, and then they start the video. Look how they start the video.
The Party doesn't understand about Gen Z is we don't like you. You claim you want to appeal to Gen Z, but you call us stupid, you say we're dumb, you say we're indoctrinated.
You guys are indoctrinated. These are the most indoctrinated people on the planet. But also, y'all remember, these people are getting paid. Can you imagine being 20 years old, making the kind of money these suburban fucking beta fucking rich kids are making, right? And I do want to be clear. I want to be 100%. I'm having fun. Not all Gen Z is like this. I do agree with you guys. I'm having fun. I am making a point that there's these Gen Z funded propaganda campaigns that are going on Twitter. These Gen Z Democrats, especially the giant social media people you see, are 100% Democrat funded. We all know that Gen Z is leading the way on socialism. Gen Z is leading the way in terms of being anti-two-party duopoly. But I'll show you guys the mindset of a Gen Z sellout Democrat. And this is the propaganda campaign that you're going to see TYT and Washington repeating this soon. Well, you want to see them accuse everything they accuse Trump and the Republican Party is doing. It applies to Democrats.
I promise it's a losing strategy. And Gen Z is watching the Republican Party.
But we're not watching the crimes of the Biden administration. The Biden administration that funded DHS literally $7 million more than Trump. ICE more than Trump. They expanded Title 42. All the things you guys claim to care about, Biden is doing, and you guys sold out your principles. But these are the youth that, remember, AOC said she's very optimistic about the youth because they're just people like these people are Democratic shills. Let's continue.
Extremely closely as they destroy our environment, take rights away from women, do nothing about kids being shot in schools, and if they think they can give...
You guys are doing nothing about that either. I'm a Marxist. I am pro-gun. But when you look at like universal background checks and all this stuff, these are things that most Americans support. My question is, because I watch liberals talk about this issue, and I'm like, how unserious are you guys? Like, you have Democrats, they'll say stuff like this. They'll say, we should lower we should increase the age. Sorry, we should increase the age of people that can buy guns from 18 to 21. That's how we're gonna solve gun violence. What's stopping someone older than that than just getting a gun and killing people? You guys realize that's their argument. We're gonna put extended background checks. Okay, what's stopping a criminal from getting a gun illegally? Not a goddamn thing. We already flooded with a black market of guns. All their solutions, and liberals get upset about us Marxists in our gun position because you're not gonna disarm me before you disarm the police, before you disarm our military. You gotta do that first before you disarm the black community. Point blank. Period. Right? We're not gonna allow ourselves to be disarmed. But if you even take the Democratic Party position, that position does nothing to end gun violence. If you actually listen to their proposals, they said we are going to end gun violence. We're going to increase the age to buy guns to 21. We're going to have increased background checks that anyone with money can pass. And mostly just a poverty check. How are these things going to stop a psychopath who get a gun illegally and shooting your school up? It's not. So everything they said of the Republicans applies to the Democrats. That's what anyone who can rationally think will say. So you had this. I'm gonna show you guys this last receipt. Then we be done. This is what Joe Biden used to say, and it's crazy how Bernie Sanders endorsing this guy, and Gen Z, Sunrise Movement endorsed him. Black Lives Matter, all these sellout groups. When I saw this quote years ago, I was like, man, it's over for this man. It's over for this man. But this is when Biden was like, man, he talking to young people, telling them to give me a break. This is not the best. This is not the best quote. Let's see if I find better one. Biden, give me a break. I want to see if I can find a video. This is just the audio. Is there a video here? I think this article may be better. Here it is. Biden on young people complaining they have it tough. Give me a break. Oh, damn, I really wish I could find the video. Oh well. You guys know this is the classic. The younger generation now tells me how tough things are. Give me a break. No, I have no empathy for it. Give me a break. This is the guy that Gen Z Democrats, and not only them, I know those people that we covered are clowns, but this is the DSA, the youth wing of the Democratic Party. They support this as well. I remember this was as soon as he said his statement, I was like, man, this guy's toast. I couldn't possibly imagine Gen Z people falling for this. But that's the rise of Vosh and Hassan. I said it on Twitter before, where I'm like, man, I knew we fell for a lot of dumb shit, but Gen Z listen to people like Vosh and Hassan, who has 100 times more viewers than we have. And they tell people that they should vote for the Democratic Party. And they're going to do that again. You had Hassan to sheep her people to Gavin Newsom. They're going to be prepared to do it this time. So I think it was a very complicated, very successful psyop where they saw how radical the younger generations were getting. So this guy Vosh comes out nowhere. Comes out of fucking nowhere. Right when people were starting to lead the Democratic Party, then you get Hassan Piker come out nowhere. Vosh nowhere, get thousands of views every live stream, like 20,000 views plus every live stream, and they telling people to vote Democrat. You got the rise of the Twitch streamer, the rise of Destiny, the rise of all these Democrat fucking ops on the platforms that the youth watch. Like I had to get caught up because I wasn't part of the generation. Like I barely watched TikTok. I had to learn how to operate Twitch when I first got on here. But they got on Twitch where people watch video games, and they all of a sudden these Democratic operatives start telling young people to vote Democrat, and now they vote for Jim Crow Joe, who once again made the climate crisis worse with his imperialism, the Willow Project, him saying he had no empathy for them, expanding public drilling, him increasing the police even though Black Lives Matter, a lot of young activists supported him. Like there's so many betrayals, but the Democrat Party has tricked so many of these people into supporting and backing up the lesser two evil nonsense.